Elves are a type of mythological being that appears in folklore in many Germanic cultures. The concept of elves has evolved dramatically over centuries, but they are generally depicted as supernatural humanoid creatures with deep connection to nature and magical abilities. In early Germanic and Norse mythology, elves were often seen as powerful, divine, or semi divine beings. They were not the small, whimsical creatures of modern stories. Norse mythology, elves, known as álfar, were divided into two main categories: light elves, Ljósálfar, beautiful, radiant, and associated with the sun and fertility. Dark elves, Svartálfar, dwelled underground and were often associated with smithing and craftsmanship, and sometimes with malevolent or mischievous behavior. Some scholars believe these may be related to dwarves, Germanic and British folklore. Over time, elves became more associated with fairies, gnomes, and other small nature dwelling spirits. They were often seen as mischievous pranksters who could cause trouble for humans, some as causing bad dreams. The German word for nightmare, Alptraum, literally means elf dream, or stealing human children and replacing them with changelings. Modern fantasy elves, the Tolkien influence. The most significant influence in modern depiction of elves is the work of J.R.R. Tolkien, especially The Lord of the Rings. Tolkien's elves are a distinct departure from the small, mischievous creatures of folklore. They are tall, graceful, and beautiful with pointed ears. They are often portrayed as being physically and mentally superior to humans, wise, immortal, and deeply connected to nature and art. They are often skilled archers, craftsmen, and warriors. They are not simply a race of magical beings, but are a noble, ancient people with their own history, languages, and cultures. This version of the elf became the standard in modern fantasy literature, movies, and games, influencing the works of Dungeons and Dragons and Elder Scrolls and countless others. In summary, the word elf can refer to a wide range of beings from ancient godlike creatures to modern fantasy heroes and festive holiday helpers. The specific meaning depends on the contextual context of the story being told.